What do we got going on today, Jim? Well, my name's... What's going on today? It's another... Need some light on that side. It's weird because my desk is running like this and this light is like sideways because I'm like, I want this image right here. Shadows out the side of my... It's not herpes. Someone's like, what's going on with your lip? I'm like, I know, I seen that too, and I was like, what is going on there? I'm like, I look defective. But anyways, today, replay number 23. We're just clipping along, you know, we're almost done. I guess we're not quite done yet. We're getting close to almost running out of road train footage, though. Not very far away. Today we got this story. I did a backstory on Lake Peigneur. You didn't really tell shit. You just made fun of it. Which is a salt. It's a lake over top of a salt mine, and it was a shallow lake. I tell all the story in the story. Drilling rig drills a hole, floods the salt mine. Second up after that, we have some shack hauling. I do believe take a shack's over here, shack's over there for Q&A. And after that, there is big frac action. Stuff is getting stuck. We bury the road train picker. I got 2 sets on and a steer, and I'm just loving life. And I'm just trying to color the footage, but everything is just brown. I'm like, ugh. The GoPro Hero 4 was not that great at picking up color like that because it was just so brown. It was kind of bad for it. But anyways, stay tuned and watch. Today we got a story about Lake Peigneur. It's a pretty interesting story. I stumbled across it. Maybe a lot of people don't know about it, but it's about a lake that was supposedly only about 10 feet deep, and a drilling rig was drilling for oil because amongst the pockets there was a salt mine on the side of town, and they were doing their salt thing, and the drilling rig was doing its oil thing, and there was a calculation that was wrong, and they were a lot closer to the salt mine than they should have been, and they drilled right into the salt mine. We'll take a journey to November 20th, 1980.
This was once the shaft of the Jefferson Island salt mine, where men had been pulling salt out of the earth since 1919. Louisiana's salt lies in gigantic underground domes, some larger than Mount Everest, which are pushed upward by the force of the heavier rock that surrounds them. Part of the Jefferson Island mine is located directly under Lake Peigneur, the mine which was operated by the Diamond Crystal Salt Company. There's another abundant resource deep under Lake Peigneur, one frequently found in pockets near salt domes. It's as black as the salt is white.
I'll just plant my rig right here in the middle of this 10-foot lake. I want to drill a hole right down in this salt mine.
That salt moves upward and it pierces through surrounding strata, sands, clays, and limestones. And this piercing produces faults and folds within these surrounding sediments, producing an ideal mechanism to trap oil.
So it was hardly surprising that Texaco was conducting exploratory drilling close to the Jefferson Island salt mine in November of 1980. On November 20th, the two delicate underground and underwater operations, drilling oil and mining salt, collided in spectacular fashion. But in the pre-dawn hours, the oil drilling crew on Lake Peigneur had run into a problem.
At 500 or 600 feet, they hit salt. And they were not supposed to hit salt for another couple of 100 feet.
The drill bit became stuck. The crew heard strange popping sounds. The oil rig tilted badly to one side.
And at that point in time, the drillers recognized that they had a fairly serious problem on their hands.
What they didn't realize is the 14-inch drill bit had punctured the roof of the salt mine at the 1,300-foot level.
When I drill, I like to drill deep. 'cause I'm Texan, you know, yeah, deep.
The 1,300-foot level, creating a funnel for Lake Peigneur to drain into. It was apparently the result of a simple miscalculation.
It seems that there was an engineering error in the location.
Yeah, I might have made a wrong. I think I messed up.
Go well. They used a form of triangulation for determining the location, and one of the points they used for triangulating was in error. And consequently, it rotated the location of the borehole about 400 feet closer to the main mine than it should have been.
90 minutes after the drill became stuck, the drilling crew, who had wisely abandoned the tilting rig, watched in amazement from the shore as their 150-foot derrick disappeared into a lake that was less than 10 feet deep. Meanwhile, 1,300 feet below the surface of Lake Peigneur, diamond crystal miners, who had not been alerted to a problem, looked up to see something you should never see in a salt mine.
Uh-oh. Holy shit, Jack, you see that? We better get out of here, quick!
Water.
Water flowing through salt tends to dissolve the salt. As you increase the volume of water, you increase the volume of salt that can be dissolved.
Soon it was clear. Lake Peigneur was draining through the hole bored by the drill bit and into the salt mine. As the 2.5 billion gallons of Lake Peigneur surged into the mine with 10 times the pressure of a fire hydrant, a mighty whirlpool was forming on the surface. Remarkably, thanks to well-rehearsed evacuation drills and the heroics of several miners, all 55 people in the mine managed to get out. But back on the surface, the chaos was just beginning.
The whirlpool is basically a vortex of water and mud that is flowing down into a fairly confined space. And that whirlpool is basically flowing downwards under the force of gravity, pulling sediment and other materials down with it.
The whirlpool's sucking force pulled heavy-duty barges toward it as their crews leapt for safety. Men watched with jaws agape as 11 barges and a tugboat disappeared into the vortex. Those are 4 fully loaded flatbed trucks spinning helplessly in the whirlpool. Enter Leonce Viator Jr., who had simply wanted to catch some fish that day.
I was crazy enough to be on the lake November the 20th, 1980. So I asked my nephew to come with me on the boat, and we're going to go catch some catfish. We went. We're going to go and try our luck.
But as luck would have it that day, Viator soon found himself and his 14-foot boat being yanked toward the whirlpool and certain death.
When we got further down on the lake, I spotted something, an eye in the ground. To me, it measured 100 feet in diameter. And there was a lot of barges all glued to it. I didn't know what was happening.
When a barge that was blocking the way was sucked into the hole, it gave Viator a narrow path to skirt the maelstrom. He gunned the motor.
I gunned it! I got out of there with my catfish!
And reached the shore with seconds to spare. Viator then tied his boat to a tree.
When I looked like this, I seen my boat that I had tied to the tree, and there it was going into the whirlpool. So that's the last thing I've seen, my boat tied up to the tree, going into the hole.
By that point, the whirlpool was sucking down Jefferson Island itself. Before evening, 65 acres of land, including much of Live Oak Gardens, would end up at the bottom of the mine. 150-year-old trees were snapped in half.
There were pecan trees that were 150 feet tall down here in this woods, and to stand there and watch them drop completely out of sight was, yeah.
Along the shoreline, along the Live Oak Gardens and the Jefferson Island Mansion, you're basically seeing what are called landslides, where the ground is actually shearing and breaking apart, and gravity's pulling these blocks down into the hole.
Look at this over here, look! Look at that going in there. Look at all the trees going. Look at this!
Oh, would you look at that? You got under? Yeah, look at that. Look at that. Look at that. Oh, look at that. Look at that.
That house that we were standing on, all you see now is a chimney. The house sank about 30 feet.
Could things get worse? Yes. Delcombe Canal, which normally flowed away from Lake Peigneur and into the Gulf of Mexico, actually reversed direction under the intense sucking power of the whirlpool. As the water rushed into the now nearly empty lakebed, it formed a 150-foot waterfall, the highest ever in Louisiana.
But that's the only time the Gulf of Mexico flowed north, basically. So that's a lot of water, to fill up that hole.
As the water rushed into the mine, its rapid displacement of the underground caverns shot a deafening blast of compressed air, and later, a 400-foot geyser up from the mine shaft.
To see something like this, it was terrible, really. I thought it was the end of the world.
It took 2 days for the canal's water to fill up the mine and Lake Peigneur. When the water pressure equalized, 9 of the 11 sunk barges popped up like corks in a bathtub. The drilling operation and the underground salt mine were complete losses. The cause of the disaster was never officially determined, since all the evidence was at the bottom of a 1,500-foot water-filled salt mine.
I got away with it. You'll never catch me.
But there's no definitive evidence that the mine itself was structurally unsound. The culprit was most likely a 14-inch wide drill bit.
Come on, you red piece of shit, you're gonna make me late. Oh, fuck, thank God.
So here's a job I did long time ago when I used to work for a company called Road Train. We took a couple shacks out to Joffrey. Nothing too extravagant. They're just shacks. They go on the trailer, they come off. It was a pretty easy job. Something I had to do, I remember, do this quick before you go out. It was probably a Friday, packed full of surprises.
Take me to a place in the nowhere. I just wanna set up a home there. I just wanna set up a home there. I heard people stay in the nowhere. I just wanna breathe in the clean air. I just want a breath of the clean air. And feel the weight of us. Escape my chest. Explore disrupting emptiness. No, I just wanna feel the blankness for once. And if you need me, I'll be nowhere. Oh.
80 miles per hour, you're gonna see some serious shit.
Doc Emmett Brown's is so full of shit, everybody knows DeLorean barely hit 60 miles an hour. John DeLorean snorted that company right off the map.
The breath of the fresh air. You and I are nowhere. You and I are nowhere.
Aside from my soul, there goes a sight, there goes a sight. Now there goes a sight from my soul. There goes a sight from my soul. Aside from my soul.
So another unglorious day in the field on the best Alberta job in the world. Today we're gonna go out, we're gonna dismantle the frac on location, just lots of mats, lots of tanks, move test equipment. Super muddy, 2 sets of chains, a steer, it's slop. It's not freezing out at all, and it's been raining and snowing on and off.
Tired of screwing up, tired of going down, tired of myself, tired of this town.
Big pond, the fish are the only difference. City out of harmony, lingering on the dissonance. Fishermen wrapping up citizens with their fishing nets. Sometimes chemicals, some played old imprisonment. Dissidents laughing at themselves as if they had a voice, acting like technology really gives them a better choice. Protect the borders as we stack up our elitism. Defeatism is what we pretend that we keep believing in. I'm straddling both lines, the quietest revolt. Politicians fake like they caring that we vote. Legalese verbose, cause if it's plain English, then it's ADD riddle, and riddle children might get it. And if they do, then you're fucked when they know what.
Lock medium right. 30, turn hairpin left tight, stone inside. .200 over bumps to crest. 150 over bumps to jump. And 50 jump 120. Small crest 200. Long K left narrows. And medium right. 50, easy right over crest, keep in.
What's up? You might start seeing public servants dressed as little punks. No tie, no suit. They just looking for some truth. Campaign funds came from hacked ATM booths. Talking grassroots, man. They talking run and shoot. I just sit back and figure out what the fuck to do. And of course I want the loot. Everyone deserves the freedom first. Trying to find a balance between callous and liberal bleeding. One hand in my pocket, one fist in the air. White guy from the suburbs like I probably shouldn't care. But fuck this establishment. I really ain't having it. Manipulate like Machiavelli until I'm grabbing it.
I feel something creeping in it up. I feel something creeping in it up. I feel something creeping in it up. Tired of this town.
Me 2 times, shift gear, 6th gear, mash it till I get there. Philadelphia state of mind until I get my head clear. DMV stand up, Baltimore and what? The politics of everything suck, so just man up. Don't know what to stand for, at least I'm still upright. Even those on the down low can be uptight. Not me, I'm me, balls in my hand when I'm spitting, cause my potency's stronger than any man's. And I'm never laying down, feet are not in the sand. Only vacations we get are at the bottom of a glass. Top me off again, popping vodka for a 10. This fifth is like a time machine, a weekend in Japan. Line by line, my rhymes revealing what's inside of me. Nothing to be proud of, but at least I get it out of me. How did he took the doctor out of a lobotomy? Whatever he's got, you'll probably be put inside a bottle. Please, FDA approval, then it fixes the economy. Rationality becomes a standard for the commonly. Less bombings and a sharp decline in who's in poverty. Suddenly the Nobel Peace Prize goes to a rhymer like bang.
I feel something creeping in it up. I feel something creeping in it up. I feel something creeping in it up. Tired of this town.
I'm a little bit lost now, but somehow I don't wanna be anywhere else with anyone else. And you've been getting on my very last nerve, but love hurts, so I'ma say that it's okay with me to just let this be. I know we've been on hold, trying to work this out. We pull, I hope we don't fall from all of these ups and these downs. I know, throughout it all, you're not gonna let me down. I'm holding on to all of you, baby, I won't let you go, I can't let you go, all alone in the dark, I can't let you go. Wouldn't be silly, you and me, picking at the little fights over things that we should just let right. We were yelling things I know that we didn't mean. It's a hard thing, baby, when we're in so deep and we can't control these feelings. I know, we've been on hold, trying to work this out. I hope we don't fall from all of these ups and these downs. I know, throughout it all, you're not gonna let me down. I'm holding on to all of you, baby, I won't let you go, I can't let you go, all alone in the dark, I can't let you go.
Seems like while I'm over here working my ass, somebody on the picker is over here clowning around getting stuck. Let's go try to pull him out. Spoiler alert, I couldn't budge him, he's stuck. Real good.
It can be deceiving, I gotta know that don't really mean it. We can take it slow, just hold on, 'cause I can't let you go. Baby, I won't let you go. I can't let you go. I'm dreaming, you're wondering, we're waiting, when does our life begin? I'm flying, you're walking, we're going somewhere, we're in between. Your daylight, I'm nighttime, we're twilight, we're losing sense of time. There's fire inside me, it lights me, building up chemistry, building up chemistry.
So I came barreling through the lease. We got a bottleneck up at the top. We got the medic is sitting up here, and then all of a sudden everybody's starting to park all their pickups on the one side of the road here. And I know it's soft, and I wanted to give her the guns, but didn't work out.
Life begin. I'm flying, you're walking, we're going somewhere, we're in between. Your daylight, I'm nighttime, we're twilight, we're losing sense of time. This fire inside me, it lights me, building up chemistry, building up chemistry.
It's hard to believe that just, 3 weeks ago this was a business, a place where I would come and go to work. For 13 years I drove to this shop.